Break the chain, break the chain, break the chains. I've been trying to find a way to break the chain. Break the chain, break the chain, break the chains. I've been trying to find a way to break the chains.
I did some things, see some things that's insane, so I gotta find a way to break the chains. Do I rewind it? Do I grind it? Or just what? Keep bustin' like how I'm bustin' on them. Or just fall back, cause should've forced it on them. Nah, I should apply the pressure. Why? Cause we got the power if you look and measure. Start it up, I told you start it up, yeah. I gotta change me, can you blame me? I gotta
break the chain, break the chain, break the chains. I've been trying to find a way to break the chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and let's take a minute to welcome Dream Diesel giveaway number 20. So guys, in this video, we are gonna do a comprehensive, in-detail look at all of the mods that have gone into this truck right here behind me that I would say I've totaled, and I haven't done it on paper, but I'm taking some estimates that we probably have about $115,000 into this truck, and you could be taking it home with this $30,000 in cold hard cash. Just think about it. And guys, before we get into that, I just want to let you know 15 times entries, which is the giveaway's highest multiplier for the entire campaign, are live right now, but only for launch week. So if you guys want to lock in the highest multiplier, now's your chance to get in. And remember, just remember, like all 19 of our previous giveaway winners, all it takes is one entry to win, and one entry could be all it takes to make the difference. So guys, I don't even know where to begin in this video, but I'm really excited to make it because this truck and I have a history together. We actually coined this truck here behind me Convict, not after we had it complete though. It went by Convict after a very specific instance occurred at my residence sometime last year. Just after I got in the truck, we were running into some title issues, and well, long story short, you can go check the video out right here. The truck had gotten repoed. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't Limebridge Automotive's fault. It was kind of a longer story, and if you want to see all those details, like I mentioned, the link is right there, but go to it after this video because there's a lot of things that have changed on this truck that you're definitely not going to want to miss, but it'll be cool for you guys to reference that video because the truck's gone through an insane transformation. It was actually my daily driver for a little while, and I absolutely loved every second of it. Then I decided, you know what, this truck is so good, so amazing, so incredible that I want to make it completely one of a kind and give it to one of our awesome supporters. So we're going to start off with the exterior and then go to the interior, which you're not going to want to miss because there's something super specific and one of a kind that we did in this truck that we've never done in any of our giveaway trucks ever in the past, which makes this one even more special. So stay tuned for that. What should I do with the $30,000 cash? But did we see the lips in the back of this thing though? It eats hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. It's like kind of ridiculous. Maybe we put this one in here. Look at that. There's still like 3 inches to spare. Ah, that's what that's for. All right, all jokes aside, hopefully that stays there. What you're looking at here behind us, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2020 F450 Platinum 6.7 Power Stroke with the 10-speed 10R140, which they released for these 2020 plus trucks. So just to begin, this truck was fully loaded. It had every single feature and option from the factory, from the LED headlights to the massaging seats inside to the LED tail lights, power folding steps, panorama sunroof, and everything else in between. It's kind of crazy. These Platinums have better sound systems by Bang & Olufsen than my 2017 Audi R8, just to put things into perspective, which still kind of boggles my mind because it literally takes trucks like these and puts them in the class of their own. All right, so now that I held out on you guys long enough, let's talk about all the exterior details to start because this truck is truly one of a kind. We wrapped it in a color called chalk gray, which is not Nardo. For the record, it's actually lighter, and when the sun hits it, son, you're cute, come on. It actually transforms color. It's pretty wild. When the sun's not on it, it will resemble a Nardo, but it is in fact not Nardo. I was excited about it because I've always loved gray trucks, and I've never seen a gray F450. I figured it was the perfect combination. But we didn't really stop there. A gray wrap would have been cool and all, but it really wouldn't have had the complement that the gray needed. So we decided to go with a monochromatic styling and theme on this truck, except for one very special component that we'll get to once we talk about what the suspension conversion is on this thing, because it's not just standard. Why would it be standard? That would be very boring. So what we did was we did all black accents. Big kudos to Peach Bottom Auto Body for all the paintwork, and Accelerate Auto here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania for the incredible wrap. It looks insanely good. This wrap, I'm getting off topic of the paint. I'll get back to it because the paint speaks for itself. It's beautiful, it's incredible, it's one of a kind. But the wrap too, the Enthuzst wrap that we use on these trucks almost resembles somewhat of the orange peel that you would expect from a factory paint job. It looks insane. It's almost like video doesn't do it enough justice. You might just have to get entered so you can see it for yourself, and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The long story short, what we decided to do is blacked out all the chrome on this truck. So complete chrome delete from front to back. We've got our black inlays on the grille. We've got our black ovals around the badge and paint to match the wrap color. So all the forward inlays in the badges were taken apart and matched to the wrap. Wrap-based bezels around the grille, wrap front bumper, and then that brings us over to the headlights. These are factory forward headlights, but they were separated open to take out two things that wouldn't have had a belonging on this build, which is the amber glass here in the center of the headlight and the amber lens on the side. We replaced those with clears, which is kind of a standard process that we like to deploy for these trucks. And then we painted the whole housing black, and it looks badass, super badass. It gives this depth of field and complement to this truck that just works so beautifully. Another little small thing that goes a long way, that's what we like to kind of say here at Enthusiast, is it's all about the little things going a long way, less is more. We powder coated the front tow hooks from their chrome state to black as well. And then we left the four-wheel drive valance on because an F450 is incomplete without a four-wheel drive valance. It's a monstrosity of a unit and it gives it massive scale. It looks super, super good. So I wanna show you guys some more of my favorite exterior options that really tied this whole wrap together. That's these little badges right here and the mirrors. The mirrors are gloss black as well. And then we have the gray wrapped caps, which look incredible. And then we did some Boost Auto switchbacks in the mirrors. I could explain them, but what's the fun in that? Let me show you guys. Ready? Lights. They're really sick. They switch back awesome. Big thanks to Boost Auto Parts for providing those. We love working with those guys. And then on the, oh my God, I'm getting so distracted. This happens to me every time I'm going around one of our builds because there's so many things to talk about. We did all white lighting up front. As you guys can see, the LEDs and the fog lights are not on, but they are white from the factory. All LEDs and the headlights, all white. Daytime running lights, white. Cab lights, white. Mirror lights, white. All right, now getting back to the side, we've got our platinum F450 badges that are custom tailored to fully match this build. You can see platinum and F450 are gray, and then we've got our black bezel, and then all blacked out 6.7 liter Power Stroke badges here because you need the badges on the side. They're a statement in and of themselves, and it's something to be very, very proud of. What can we say? We love putting people into badass diesel trucks. Now, of course, my favorite mod here on the truck, which you could add to one of your vehicles, is of course the black Enthusiast bullet antenna. We have these in black anodized, we have them in brushed and polished. Polished do require a little bit of maintenance, but man, they shine so bright. Coming around the side here, these door handles were chrome, being as it is a platinum. Got them all paint match black. We've got our window trim bezels black, and then the chrome on the side steps right here is black as well. Did I mention it as power folding steps? They're pretty nice and extremely necessary because it's not a small truck. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Shit.
Yeah, pressure or anything like that. Yeah, please, by all means, dude.
Dude, that is awesome.
And it was so worth it, man, in every way, shape, and form. Like, it came together beautifully.
Yeah, it's a beautiful truck, man.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you stopping by, too. Yeah, cheers, dude. Take care. I love comments like that. And the crazy thing is, you're going to be getting comments like that soon. Coming around to the back side here, we've got some painted dually fender lights. You guys might ask yourself, well, Jack, you said all white, but then you got an amber here. That's a DOT regulation for dualies. We didn't want to cause any more unnecessary attention than the truck already causes. So I figured we leave that amber because nobody sells white ones. And then the back one is red. Again, it's a DOT, Department of Transportation requirement here. And then the backside, the broadside, the girth on this truck, guys. It is absolutely insane. Definitely one of my all-time favorite angles. We've got the blacked out platinum badge, again, similar to the platinum 450 badges on the side. We've got our gray inlays to match the wrap, fully blacked out paint to match rear emblem, and our Ford badge as well. Sean at Peach Bottom Auto Body is the man, is the myth, is the legend that really helps, gives these builds so much personality and really takes what I envision in my mind and puts it to reality, brings it to life. And then we also did a very, very minor slight tint on the tail lights. You can see the nice LEDs that run the whole way around as factory. We left the backup LED clear, so that way it actually works at night. When you throw this thing in reverse, you can see, which is functionally inspired, but with a very slight tint, nothing crazy. We don't want to black them out or anything like that. All right, now let's talk about the suspension, shall we? So we made the dually gray, but we wanted to make it stand out, and stand out we did. So we lifted it up, and we did some badass wheels and tires. We'll get into those in just a minute, but let's talk about all the juicy conversion details of this PMF 5-inch King coilover conversion. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, up front on this truck, these are not the factory coils, nor are these aftermarket coils. Rather, we decided to take a King reservoir coilover and convert it into this truck. So this is not something that comes from factory, rather this is quite the upgrade. We had it powder coated to match the factory paint code of this truck, which is cloud white with polar sparkle by Prismatic. It looks absolutely incredible. Now, the entire lift kit on this truck is powder coated the exact same, so you guys will see all that here in a second. And then you can see we got these real big badass PMF CNC dual reservoir King coilover brackets that hold both reservoirs, one for coilover and one for shock. The value of just this corner of this truck is about $2,500, just this passenger corner of the truck. Archive that in your mind, so when you're telling your friends about all the mods on your truck, don't show them this video, you'd be cheating. You'll have to remember all this stuff. You can look at it as DDG 20 trivia. So guys, come on down here real quick. We were able to lift this truck up with the PMF 3-link. So this is not a 4-link conversion, it's actually a 3-link down here, which is a really nice slick setup, and man, I'll tell you what, it tracks beautifully. And then up underneath, yes, you guys see more Kings. Those are a dual steering stabilizer bracket by PMF, as well as PMF adjustable track bar and front and rear differential covers. You'll see the back here in a second. Speaking of the back, let's bring you guys around the rear so I can show you what's going on here. On the side, really proud of this, by the way. We've got the tubular to ladder style traction bars, which look amazing by PMF. And Trevor over there even allowed us to change the PMF badge out with a custom Enthusiast badge that we had laser etched specifically for this truck. Those little details, guys, I'm telling you, they go a long way. And then again, as I had mentioned, we have a PMF diff cover in the rear, as well as King shocks with reservoirs on the rear. You guys got tons of reservoirs on this truck. 6 to be exact. Now we're talking wheels and tires. I know you guys are anxious. We're looking at some 24x12 JTX forged wheels with 37, 13, 5, 24 Nitto Ridge grapplers. Probably one of the greatest tires ever, because not only does it look aggressive, you can barely hear it on the highway. And then on the rear, Nitto Ridge grappler, same size as the front, but these are the JTX super concave dually rear wheels, and super concave they are. Here's your cache right here. You can throw, let's see, it's $1.5 billion in terms of reference. You got some pretty crazy concave there in the rear, without a question of a doubt. And these are gloss black, and then we also had the spikes in the rear and the front to match gloss black as well, because no chrome on this build, boys. No chrome on this build. And then some other minor exterior mods. You guys might not have seen them because it's daylight. We got rock lights littered all throughout this truck. There's 3 in each wheel well. Rock lights littered all throughout the side frame rails, under the front bumper, under the bed, and in the center of this truck. So at night, this thing lights up like crazy. If you guys want to see this thing completely lit up, you're going to want to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, because we'll be posting a ton of content, not only on our reels, our stories, and our feed. And then another minor mod for convenience is you have an 8-foot box in this truck, but it's useless if it's not covered up, because you can't store anything in it safely or keep anything dry. So we added a backflip MX4 hard folding tonneau cover. Best part is it's weight bearing, so you can throw a party up here if you want to. I don't really suggest it, but if you want to, you can. Tailgating, you can get a great view, or you can just stand up here and appreciate the beautiful country that we live in. Now, welcome up to the interior of your 2020 F450 Platinum. The interior on this truck has to be my favorite out of any truck we've ever given away, because this dark Marsala is absolutely incredible and it speaks for itself. The interiors of these trucks are soft to the touch. The steering wheels just feel great. You turn the massaging seat on if you want. Heated or cooled seats, heated steering wheel. You've got your Bang & Olufsen sound system, and you've even got your panorama sunroof. I think that is the sickest thing. And did I mention it also comes with this $30,000 cash? I think I might have mentioned that, but it will be inside the truck if you're the winner and you come to Pennsylvania to take delivery of this thing in the beginning of November. Now, what we did, guys, is we actually hooked all of our rock lights up to the built-in auxiliary position 6 switch. We did not go 1, 2, 3, or 4, because those do not have constant power when the truck is off. Position number 6, that way if you're at a show or parked up in a parking lot for a few minutes, you can leave them on even when the truck's powered off, because it's gonna be one of those things that you absolutely will look back at every single time you walk away. You're welcome in advance. And now I'm saving my favorite feature of the inside for last. So we definitely like our privacy. You're gonna get a lot of looks in this truck. So we did 5% on the fronts and the rears. That way it just creates a nice private environment. Plus it gives you the darkness you need to turn on one of our favorite features ever. Right here with this remote, you can see you can bring the sky to the inside of your F450. We did a 1,000 piece multicolor RGB starlit headliner. You can sit here and change the colors however it is that you wish. Not only from the remote that will be included in the truck, but if you bring out your phone, we'll show you the app that you can download, My Smart LED. We can sit here, so you can control brightness, you can pre-program your favorite colors. I have a Ford blue that's saved in here. It matches the gauges pretty well, which I like a lot, but you can sit here and change the color of your headliner from your phone, so you can do with it as you wish. It's a really slick feature that honestly we've fallen completely in love with, so much that I even did one in my personal truck, Misfit. I have it on all the time. It just sets a mood, to say the least. So that wraps up the full overview and walk around of Dream Diesel giveaway number 20. So if you guys want to get entered for this truck, tap that link below, enthusiast.com. Grab yourself anything on the site and your entries get automatically entered. Once the giveaway is complete, all the entries go over to our third-party agency compliant sweepstakes services, who we've worked with for 19 truck giveaways. We've been blessed to have the privilege to change our supporters' lives, and genuinely, we encourage that you enter only because you can't win if you don't get entered, and you never know if it's gonna be you next. The 20th seat in our winner circle is waiting, and it's right there.